Yes, guys, we are back with another video, and today we're here. She's by the title. Oh, the echo. One sec. All right, that should be better. As you see, guys, we're here with another video. We're back again, and as you see by the title, Unai Emery, Mr. Good Evening. Good Evening is back in the Premier League, guys, and he's not only gone and just since he's gone and been appointed at Aston Villa, and yes, we're gonna give my thoughts today. I don't really do a video on other teams, especially Aston Villa, because I don't support Aston Villa. I'm an Arsenal fan. But me, Arsenal and of course with each other. So as you see right there, it's confirmed. Villa have appointed Unai Emery as a new head coach. I'm going to read this. And yes, guys, let me know your thoughts on this down below. Good evening is back, as Seb says. Good evening is back. Big up Seb in the chat. Hope they're my friends. Guys, I'm sorry I'd never done my Southampton review. I had lots of stuff going on. And I actually did do it as YouTube short, but once again, I don't know what happened to it. It just got, taken down. But we moved on from that, and I'll give my thoughts. So I was going to do a podcast today as well. Again, I couldn't do it because of circumstances. So anyway, big up RD12 as well in the chat. Good evening is back. Villa boys, my friend, you want to come on the channel? You can come. I'll leave the link quickly, and you can give your thoughts down below. You can give your thoughts about it because you are a Villa fan, and we can get a Villa fan on. So if I quickly leave the link, anyone who just want to hop on and give their thoughts on it. Mr. Unai Emery is the new manager of Aston Villa. Unai Emery, Clinton Villa Emery. Yeah, guys. So we're gonna get into this. And let's just get right into it. Listen, my thoughts on Emery is I think he's a quality manager. He's a class, one of the best managers. He's up there for one of the best managers, isn't he? I'm not comparing him to Pep Guardiola's and all that stuff, but you got to look at the job that he's done, especially in the Europa League. The fact that he's won the most Europa Leagues than any other manager. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is probably true. Won it for 3 times with Sevilla, won it with Villarreal, and he took a club like Villarreal, right, who I know was decent when went in 2006 when they got to the Champions League semi-final and Arsenal beat them. But yeah, they've fallen off massively, Villarreal as a football club since then. And he's came into that squad, right? And not only won them the Europa League, but qualified from the Champions League, right? And in the Champions League, got them all the way to the semi-finals, knocking out Juventus and Bayern Munich along the way. And yeah, for me, it didn't work at Arsenal. Didn't work out at Arsenal. There's reasons behind that, of course. But a club like Aston Villa. Guys, we've got 2 special guests. Big up. How you guys doing? Seb, how are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. What about you?
I'm all good, my friend. And of course, Villa boys.
Only stay on for about 10 minutes, by the way.
That's fine, man. I need to sort of, my phone's almost out of charge anyway. Villa boys as well, bro. How you been, my friend?
Do you know what? I've been very, very good. I couldn't believe that happening. I'm not gonna lie. I do expect that, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, man. It's very crazy because obviously Emery was used to manage Arsenal, of course, and now he's going to Aston Villa. Are you happy with his appointment as a manager for Villa?
Do you know what? I'll talk to my friends about this, to be honest. For me, I don't know, it's 50-50. Okay, yes, he won the Europa League. Yes, he beat Bayern Munich in the Champions League. This is a big, big job for Unai Emery. Do you know what? In my opinion, I don't know, but I'll give it a try. Why not? I'll come and see Unai Emery in Aston Villa.
Seb, what's your thoughts on it, mate?
Yeah, for them, I do actually think it's a good appointment. And listen, it didn't work out for him at Arsenal. I'm not going to sit there and say it did because it didn't. But to be fair, I do wish him all the best. And to be fair, maybe he could be the man to get that team going, because if you actually look at that Villa team, that's actually a good side. They shouldn't be where they are. Maybe Gerrard just wasn't ready. But Yeah, I didn't think he would go there, and don't forget Unai Emery turned down Newcastle a year ago,
That's true.
because that was who they initially wanted, but he turned them down, and he stayed at Villarreal for another year, got to a Champions League semi-final, which is good, and winning all those Europa Leagues except with us is a good achievement. I'm not going to lie, it is. He will get them moving up that table, but whether he'll get them maybe any further, like break into the big six, big seven, break into Europe, I'm not so sure, because I think the gap between the big seven, and in fact now Newcastle are doing well this season.
Yeah,
I think the gap there is too big. But yeah, I reckon he'll get them going again, and you will see improvement. But he is very pragmatic, by the way, and that is one thing of his darkness, and he does make bad substitutions. That he did a lot at Arsenal, even some of Villarreal. So
yeah,
I reckon the importance of him is he's got to get Coutinho going. He's got to get Watkins banging in those goals again. If he gets that going and keep Jacob Ramsey developing, if he does that, then they could be in for a good second half of the season. He's got to get those guys going, which he is capable of doing.
He's
playing.
He is very capable. I mean, you go to his Villarreal squad, right? You see the players he managed, like half of them were Spurs rejects, you know? You got like Juan Foyth and I think the Celso was another one. And then you remember you had what's his name? Etienne Capoue as well. You had who else? Who else did they have? They had that other Coquelin. Do you remember Coquelin?
Seb? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Coquelin. And he got them to the Champions League semi-final with them type of players. So, as you said about Aston Villa, right? In terms of their players, they've got some very good, talented players. I mean, Villa boys. I'm gonna ask you about Steven Gerrard, right? Was it finally time? Do you agree with his sacking? You know, do you think it was finally his time was finally up?
Yeah, 100%. He needs to go 100% because we've been utterly so awful, especially the Fulham game. If you watch my video on Fulham, I was not. I was very, very angry. Like, we got utterly battered by Fulham. Not disrespect Fulham. Fair play, they beat us. He should have gone against the Leeds United. We drew against Leeds, no, when Leeds had 10 men. We drew against Nottingham Forest, even we should be Forest on paper. Our squad is not that bad, but we got wrong management on the Steven Gerrard. But Steven Gerrard is not the man get us to next level of functioning, in my opinion. It's the white decision to track Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, man. And we got Ryan. We got Ryan in here as well. Ryan, how you doing, my friend?
Oh, nice.
What's your thoughts on Unai Emery as the new head coach of Aston Villa?
Well, you gotta take credit to him, really, because like Steven Gerrard has obviously had to be one of those managers who had to go a bit wrong sometimes, you know. Like having the former Arsenal manager become manager of Aston Villa, I think you gotta take credit to him, you know. It's no matter what's gonna happen, you know, but until about next year and stuff, he could be one of the managers of the season, you know, until the end of the season. So pretty much overall.
Yeah, man. I'm just waiting for that game when Villa play Arsenal at Villa Park. I don't know when that game is. Seb, when we play them, do you know?
Yes, February, yes.
February.
I'm waiting for that game where he's just gonna. Oh, mate, I can't think about that for now.
Mate,
just know what's gonna happen.
Mate, relax. I reckon he might be all right.
Hopefully,
he's been doing all right this season against these kinds of teams, so I reckon it might be all right. But
Arlie Swell says, "Isn't his first game Man United?"
No, I think it's Newcastle.
Newcastle. That's the funny thing. Was Emery said no to Newcastle. He joined us. Now he's first game Newcastle. That's funny.
That's funny. Big up AFC clips. He says, Unai Emery, I respect him. Yeah, man, I've got huge respect for Emery as well, you know. Even though I'm with Arsenal, I mean, look what I did with Villarreal. I mean, that's just won the Europa League, innit? And knocked us out as well. So big up Emery. Unai Emery goated. Yeah, big up Borja. Big up HD Juice. He says, what an appointment. If he's backed, he will be class. Yeah, that's the question. Villa boys, do you think he's going to be backed as the manager for Villa?
Hopefully, he can get back. Yeah, for me, he needs to get back in the summer or January even. We need to uncover a few players in the January. He needs to be back, in my opinion. If you don't, it'll be disaster, in my opinion. So he needs to be back.
He likes to play out from out the back, out from the back. Yeah. That's he tried to do that with Arsenal as well, didn't he? But you know, for big up my guy Jose. How you doing, my friends? Thanks for joining my. If you want to come on, Jose, then feel free to. You know. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Barcelona won. Was it 4-0 against Bilbao the other day? So that's good for them.
Okay, I got sorry. So I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question. How's Unai Emery for you, lot?
How did he do for us?
Yeah.
In his first season, he got us 5th, 1 point off 4th, 2 points off 3rd. He got to the Europa League final as well, which we got battered by in Chelsea, right? And then he had a second season, and he was shocking the second season, my friend. And it's been like that for with the clubs he's been at, because like Villarreal, his first season got them Europa League, and the second season got Champions League, yeah. But this season he hasn't really started off well with them. I think they're like 10th in La Liga or something like that. So it's all like a little trend with him. So I think in his first season for you lot, I think he can do really, really well, and I think he can probably get there. Hopefully for you guys, but for us, second season he was shocking. But first season he's actually pretty decent, to be fair to him.
He did go on a 22-game unbeaten run.
Yeah, that's in his first season.
Yeah.
And I just don't think in the second season he didn't get backs. Like he didn't really.
Not really.
He didn't want his own. He wanted his own players, yeah. But he got served up Pepe when he wanted Zaha, you know. So
yeah. There's lots of players he wanted, which he didn't get. I think the only one he did get was Leno that he wanted. The rest, he didn't even want Torreira. He wanted Partey or Fabinho. Yeah. He didn't really want Socrates. He wanted Maguire.
Yeah.
About that, the better.
That's the question for you lot, Villa boys, right? The big one is if he gets backed, then he could be very dangerous and he could do really well for. But if he ain't backed, then I kind of think he might struggle, you know.
Yeah, same. I think he must struggle as well. He must struggle if he does it back. But hopefully, I think the owner is not be that stupid now. The owner not be that stupid. He will get back in January. Hopefully he plays what he wants. Obviously, development at the moment. Now, Adam, let's be honest, all season had been good enough. It's been very, very poor. A lot of Villa fans and colleges for a long, long time. Hopefully, I didn't think we'd get Unai Emery. First of all, we were going to get Ruben Amorim. We've been linked with Ruben Amorim first, obviously, but he said no. It's too expensive for 10 million. 10 million, will you close, I think, to pay for Ruben Amorim? But Villa didn't pay. We're not going to pay 10 million for Ruben Amorim, release clause, so we decided, to get Unai Emery instead. And, it's a good appointment. Hopefully, we can get top half on the table. We haven't got the top half on the table for a very, very long time. Since 2011, 2010, when we in Europa League that season.
Yeah. No, because there's talk today as well that, Thomas Tuchel, I thought he was going to join Villa, but I think he was.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't see the Hampstead. I can't see Thomas coming to Villa. Yeah.
So, Jose says, at least a better manager than a very poor Gerrard.
31%.
Gerrard was poor, man.
Very poor manager.
Smash the like, people. Yeah, make sure you smash the like buttons, guys. Much appreciated. Hayes says, honestly, Villa owners are some of the best in the league, and I can guarantee Emery will be financially backed up, and most Villa fans like him already. Well, then that's good. That's a good sign for you, then, guys, isn't it? For Villa boys.
Okay, I've got to leave you there now. Okay.
All right. See you later, Seb. Thanks for coming on, my friend.
No problem. See you later. All the best.
See you later, mate. Take care, bro.
Take care.
Yeah, Villa boys. I mean, the good thing is like, if as H says it, like, your owners are good. So he said something in the league, so
I want to
back him. Yeah,
I think we need to back Emery. We have to back Emery. We had to back him.
Can I ask, did you guys back Gerrard enough or not really?
Do you know what? It's 50-50. sometimes Joe did get back in the first January window, but secondly, he did get back. Second season, he did get back and didn't work out, personally, in my opinion. Didn't work out. He got his players as he wanted. He got like Coutinho in there, didn't work out, I think Leon Bailey, no, that Steve Smith son, I think Leon Bailey is.
Yeah.
A couple other players, but it didn't work out for him in the second season. He did get backed. He did.
Well, let's hope Emery gets back enough for you lot. He's quite negative, not gonna lie. Yeah, but it did work at Villarreal. If he, won them Europa League, got them Champions semi-final, so you never know. We've got Aston Villa FC agent Emery. Aston Villa owners, I don't know how you pronounce that. How do you pronounce their names?
Nazif, I think.
Nazif and
Nazif.
Wes Edens.
Yeah, where's Edens? Yeah, where's Edens?
Are ranked by what's that? Forbes
or Nazif? Forbes
as the fourth wealthiest owners in the Premier League. So there you go. I mean, yeah, lots of Villa fans like their owners.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so that's fair enough for you guys.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't come on today because my throat is sore. That's no problem, my friend. That's no problem. But yeah, man. Wow. I mean, I'm very surprised that Emery is because obviously he rejected Newcastle like last season. I generally think he'll set Villarreal because of how well he's doing there.
Yeah.
But coming to Aston Villa.
Mm-hmm.
What's your prediction, my friend, for the end of the season now? With Unai Emery?
It has to be top half. You need to get top 10. Get top 10 finish. If you don't get Europa League or Conference League next season, personally for me, get a top half finish. You need a top half finish. Get 10th or get 9th or 8th, doesn't matter. I'll take top half on the table all day long.
Yeah, this is what this guy said here. He says, let's just finish top 10. I think that's
we have to get top 10, top half on the table.
And then you can go on from, move on to for next season, get some players in the summer window, and then see what happens next season. But yeah, that's what we finished. But yeah, I mean, I've got to say Villa, right? As soon as Gerrard left, you battered Brentford, didn't you, the other day? 4-0, wasn't it?
Yeah, battle with Brentford with our thanks, we did batter them. Well deserved win, in my opinion. We beat Brentford. We never beat Brentford in the Premier League or Championship. We do struggle against them. But it was a fantastic performance. You can see the difference. You see the difference with Steven Gerrard, without Steven Gerrard. And fair play to Aaron Danks, jumping John McGinn and dropping Jacob Ramsey. And change the difference. It make a difference because, if that was Steven Gerrard, he would never ever do that. He kicked the same lineup. We never will score 4 goals if we keep Steven Gerrard, personally, in my opinion. But, and also, I see the mad stats already. Aaron Danks, our, first team coach, had done better than Steven Gerrard. We had like couple more shots than Steven Gerrard in 409 minutes of football. It's mad.
Crazy. That's mad.
Crazy. Yeah.
And by the way, I've got to say, like Leon Bailey, I was watching him that game, right, against Brentford. He was so good, man. Like I rate Leon Bailey, but Gerrard just didn't play him enough, did he? Like he was always on the bench all the time.
On the bench.
It's funny, as soon as he starts the game, he got a goal, didn't he? I think he got an assist as well. So
yeah, he did assist. Yeah.
So he was class.
After the class.
They gave Gerrard the money to spend, but he didn't bring in enough players, in my opinion. But I think Emery has a lot more knowledge about the transfer market. Yeah, man. Very, very true. Yeah, I agree with that. Will you do a podcast tomorrow? I might, but I've got to do a Arsenal PSV preview. I've got a PSV fan coming on from the Netherlands, so I'm not sure about that. People don't understand Villa as a club, same as Sunderland or Leeds. Villa are massive, historic and a rich club waiting to burst big again. If he's, what does that say? Got
of a good coach.
Good coach. Show it. But yeah, Villa. Don't get me wrong. Villa are a massive club. Yeah, Villa.
We're massive. Massive.
You've got some history. You got some really
history. Yeah.
You lot have, fallen down. Over the recent years, quite a bit. Than you once.
Yeah.
Yeah, Villa are massive as a football club. Yeah, I
Massive.
have a good feeling about the appointment up the Villa. Yeah, best luck to you guys for this season and with Unai Emery. A win percentage of 53% over 800 plus matches with the likes of Sevilla, PSG, Arsenal, Villarreal during his managerial career. Unai Emery arrives at Villa Park. Yeah, it's kind of mad, isn't it? But bro, I mean, the guy's got experience. He's managed many big clubs, and people will argue that he didn't do well at half of them clubs. But I think Villarreal, he was excellent. Sevilla, he was excellent. PSG, he still won the many trophies apart from the Champions League. And Arsenal, yeah, it was kind of unlucky.
Yeah,
But
it was unlucky.
He's back in the Premier League
Mm-hmm.
in Villa.
Yeah.
I generally think he can do really well for you guys, in my opinion. Callum Chambers is reunited. Yeah, I mean, he actually
Callum Chambers. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, you play for.
And Emmy Martinez as well.
Oh yeah, Emmy. Yeah, Emmy as well.
So
Emery, Callum Chambers.
I'm telling you right now, right?
Yep.
Emery loves Callum Chambers, by the way. Every in his second season, he played him every single match. Callum Chambers, honestly, he's going to be starting every single game with Villa. Trust me, you know. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. But Agent Emery says whether it's 70s, 80s or not, we have 7 FA Cups. Original founder of Football League. Sunderland are giants as well, but in recent decades they are very much struggling. Mate, yeah, as I said, Villa are a very historic club. And like you and Sunderland, you've just fallen down massively, haven't you?
Yeah, massively, yeah.
Yes. Obviously, I wasn't really born when Villa were, that big as a football club.
Yes, I know that one as well.
Yeah, so I've only really seen Villa as a club sort of declining as a football club. So maybe Emery can bring you back, could go on a nice cup run in the FA Cup. Who knows, mate?
Yeah, but hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
If you got a trophy, imagine if you got a trophy the first season. I don't care.
That is big
I
respect.
don't care.
People need to put respect on his name if he does that with Aston Villa because
yeah.
So your targets for this season, is a top 10 finish.
Yeah, we need to get top 5 on the table, but on honor want to get to Europa League football. That's our main target. But I can't really see it happening for this season. But if Emery prove me wrong, fair play to him. If we get Conference League or Europa League, fair play. I think we can still push on. We can do it. We can, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, you've got some very decent players in your squad, to be fair. I think in January will be very big as well to see what Emery does in January, because you can get that one player, you can change the whole season around. Think about it. I mean, well, what positions would you like to see Villa sign in January?
Oh, that's a good question. You asked me. To be fair, also our defense we still also we got Diego Carlos, but he's injured at the moment. But
Yeah.
Yeah. I love seeing more midfield. I think midfield personally.
Yeah, midfield.
Yeah, get more stronger depth. Or Wenger.
Oh yeah, another winner.
Yeah, I think we might get another Wenger. Like we've been linked with a large chair today from QPR. A large chair. We've been linked with him today. We've been linked. With a large chair for QPR.
Right.
Karen?
Yeah, I've got to ask you about Coutinho, mate. What is going on with Coutinho? Honestly.
At the moment, he's not getting started. At the moment, he came on yesterday. But for me, it's like inconsistent now. He played good one game, he pulled for another game, but he's dripping drop. For me, I don't blame him, Steven Gerrard. But yesterday when he came on, he was poor yesterday, in my opinion. Lose touch, take on people too much. Yeah, I can't. Don't really play Gerrard.
I don't know. Maybe Emery will give him more chances, and get the best out of these types of players, Played him as a right back because Blair was injured. This is Chambers.
Yeah, Chambers. Yeah.
Yeah. Big up Stephen Featley. Hi, True. Give 5-10 minutes and I'll join you guys. Yeah, man, that's fine. I probably should get my charger then because my phone's it's on 5% at the moment. So in a minute. Big up Luca.
Yes,
it's mad, Emery. Big up Luca. Yeah, Luca, if you want to come on the live show quickly, give your thoughts. I mean, Villa Boys, you know Luca, don't you?
Yeah, I know Luca. Yeah,
Yeah,
been channel.
on his channel before.
Did Emery and Shaka used to have beef? I think. What
Emery and
Shaka
Xhaka.
said. Yeah, where Shaka.
Yeah, it
When
was.
Shaka
It
said,
was.
"Fuck off" to Emery.
Yes, my friend. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That is mad. Yeah, they're gonna have crazy. It's gonna be interesting because Emery's already faced Arteta right in Europa League semi-final, and he
Mhm.
beat and they beat us Villarreal in that semi-final as well.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh yeah. Emery was up you lot as well in the semi-final.
yeah, that was embarrassing, bro. And like, I mean, big up to Emery because he didn't really celebrate at all. He just like was mad, like respectful about it. I mean, I would expect him to running around the whole pitch because he beat his old club, but he's really respectful about it. To be fair,
Oh, fair play.
was FA Cup semi-final, then Carabao Cup final against City. Then I remember you got to the Carabao Cup final against City in 2018.
Oh yeah, you got Butterfree now, didn't you, on that day?
Yeah, and then 2018 against Liverpool semi-final. We've been close to success recently with Leicester Carabao players and managers. So Unai Emery, yeah, mate, you've been close with, as you said, Leicester Carabao players and managers. So Emery could be that last step for you guys to get to like a final and win it. You know what I mean? So honestly, I can see Emery winning the FA Cup with Aston Villa. Like it'll be
I can
tough.
see it happening.
It'll be tough, but you guys got close to it. Maybe with like the Carabao Cup, right? A competition that many big teams don't really focus because they usually play the youth teams and all that, especially Arsenal, right? So maybe you could get a nice run in that, and maybe go and win that with Emery. So
Yeah, hopefully, yeah, we can.
but yeah, man, I need to go and get my charger quick.
Okay, yeah, go on.
So yeah, because I run out of charge. Alright, lads, hope you can all hear me. We're back. I'm probably a bit laggy, guys, but yeah, my phone ran out of charge, so I'm on my mum's phone, honestly. But anyway, we've got a guest, I think. Trying to do this. Add to stream. Steven, my friend, how's it going? Can you hear me all right?
Not bad, yourself.
Hold on, bro. Let me turn up my phone.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm all good. Can you hear me all right, mate?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Bro,
Yes?
I'm having a nightmare. My phone ran out of charge midstream, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, how you doing, mate? You all good?
You get yourself a laptop, bro.
Yeah, innit? Oh, it's so annoying, man. I'm on my mum's phone now. But yeah, what's your thoughts on Unai Emery as the Aston Villa head coach?
Oh, that was interesting. I thought Poch would go in there, to be fair. But yeah, it's an interesting move by Villa, to be honest. I mean, look what he's done with Villarreal. Look what he did with Seville. I mean, to be honest, with Arsenal, he had Koscielny, Jenkinson, Czech, who else we had there? I don't know, Mustafi.
We had
Like, we
Charlie
had
as
some
well.
bare shit defenders, and we got to the Champions League final. Europa League final with this guy, right? I think that's the only Europa League final team he's taken to the Europa League final, not one. Right, which just shows how spineless our team was, to be fair. But a lot of people, I know there's a lot of people that said, I was one of them. If you told me if we're gonna sack Emery to get Arteta, I would be like, nah, you're alright, I'll live. But anyway, we went ahead with it, and he's gone to Villarreal, and then when he went to Villarreal, like literally a season later, he's come back to the Emirates and actually spanked us. Like,
it's mad.
and to be fair, half of that was our cock up. Like, so the if anyone can get the team good enough to get into the Europa League, I know the Premier League is a different kettle of fish compared to La Liga. But Emery's got that squad. He's got Coutinho. It's about whether they can find a manager that can get Coutinho, Buendia, and all of them playing on the same page.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
If they can do that and get them on playing on the same pitch, if as a better word, then they should be pushing for Europe.
100%.
There's no reason why they should. They've got. I mean, we all go on about Newcastle, but Villa's owners are just as ambitious. Look at the money they've spent. Like, I mean, they beat us to Buendia for fuck's sake. Like, so I don't see why they should. I mean, why shouldn't they be trying to get trying to get Europe, right? The players they've got, especially when you look at the likes of Coutinho, and Buendia as well. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting one. But I was like, and it makes sense as well, because why would you want Poch? What's like? I mean, a fucking 5-year-old could go to PSG and win the fucking League One. Let's be honest. Yeah. Let's be honest about it, right? It's not exactly difficult going to PSG and winning a title.
No.
Like, that's why that's probably why Tuchel, when he won the title, they said they would still get. No, not the Poch. Sorry, when he was winning the title with PSG, they said we're still going to get rid of him. We still want to get rid of him. Yeah. So, because their ambition is the Champions League, and they always fall short on that because they ain't got the competition. If you can rest your literal whole team to play someone who's fifth, mate, if you did that for the Champions League and did that in the Premier League, you'll get your ass torn apart.
Facts. Right? Yeah.
But PSG can do that in their own league. That just shows the levels. Like,
100% agree, man. Was FA Cup semi-final, then Carabao Cup final against City, then 2018 against Liverpool semi-final. We've been close to success recently, but lesser caliber players, managers have been on Emery. Villa and Villa will be here in 8 months when he sacks after a 2-0 loss to QPR or something. Flair Boss says, not hearing you, mate. Oh, that must have been earlier. First game is what's that?
it's against the Manx.
Oh, against the Mags. Oh, that's Newcastle, isn't it? Yeah.
Nah, Manx. That's the either Man United or Man City.
Oh. So someone said it was Newcastle the other day. I don't know. Villa Boys says,
that's the Geordies. I don't know what
Yes.
they're coming from. Seriously.
Honestly, man. Emery is a great. Big up Ryan. Emery is a great manager for Aston Villa. Yeah, I think he is. I think Emery is a decent manager as well. Like,
he's got pedigree behind him.
But what do you think? You know.
I mean, yeah, like they got they got Newcastle, and then they got Man United, right? Well, yeah. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do against them.
Unai Emery, Claret and Blue Army. Yeah. Good evening. Yeah.
Oh, mate, that's good evening.
Good evening.
It's me.
There is from what? Yes. You could imagine if he beats us in February, right? And that's what he says.
I can imagine it. We can get to the Emirates and he tears us apart again. Like, I'll be like that, and people are telling me Arteta's a better manager.
Honestly, right.
Like, I can't complain. Like, we can't really complain at the minute.
No.
Right, because we are having such a great start. But I'd like to see what Unai Emery does with this team, to be fair.
I've got a question. Do you think Emery was treated like harshly towards the end of Arsenal? Like,
I don't think they ever really backed him, to be fair.
Nah. But would you give him any more time?
No, the football was, to be honest, was terrible. But then, like, he wanted Zaha, he didn't get him.
Yeah.
He wanted an elite defender, he didn't get him, I believe. He got David Luiz instead. There's players that he wanted and they didn't give him to him. Right? Where if you look at Arteta, every player that he's wanted, he has got.
Yes,
every bit of money he wanted to spend, he has spent. Right? I don't want to hear any excuses from anyone else, but that he hasn't got this, he hasn't got that. He's got exactly what he wanted, right? Because I remember after the first three defeats, the ones that were still backing him were making all the excuses under the sun. We ain't had this, we ain't had that. No, he's had every single penny he wanted. He's spent his money on these players, right? And yet in the press conferences, he's kept saying that he's happy with the players he's got, even though we were getting torn apart at the time.
Yeah.
So, like, he's been backed proper. Like, compared to Emery, like, I don't think they were really. I think it's because he knew he wasn't going to conform. Right? Yeah. Arteta's a yes man. Right?
100%. Yeah.
If the owners wanted to literally just sit on their arse in 8th place or 7th place and only get Europa League or Conference League, right? He wouldn't say shit about it because he knows he ain't got the pedigree to say I want this, I want that. So they'll just fire him out the door because he ain't got the pedigree. He ain't got the experience, right? He will say that's probably why these people that are so behind him at Arsenal or Arteta, sorry, are now all of a sudden going on about Kroenke. Well, if you've not heard it, right, the ESL, right, they're already planning a return on that. Did you lot forget about that? Did you wankers obviously forget about that and what they tried to do? Then they're trying to bring that back, and yet you're saying we shouldn't criticise them. They're brilliant owners. They ain't got a clue what they're talking about.
Facts. Ryan says Emery won Europa League with Villarreal, which is a massive achievement. Yeah, man, like that is like his competition, isn't it? Emery Europa League. You should call it that because that's what he does well in, you know. And with Villarreal as well. You look at the players that he had, like half from the Spurs rejects, to be honest, and he got them, especially in the Champions League as well. Got beat.
Oh, don't call them rejects. They actually did, like, they left Tottenham to actually do something, win trophies.
Yeah, that's true, but like, you know,
They saw
Coquelin.
the light.
Do you remember Coquelin, Stephen?
Oh, mate. Francis Coquelin doing up our midfield. Jesus.
Oh my days.
He saw Pep doing a false nine the night before, so he plays Smith Rowe as a false nine.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, and I'm
Bro.
like that. What the fuck are you on? What the fuck have you fucking taken?
Fucking idiot.
Have you taken some speed or LSD or something?
Literally.
Like, I'm Guardiola.
Honestly. Villa Boy says Newcastle. Emery to haunt on to again. Mate, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, he done it in
I'm telling you, he's gonna be
honestly.
like that. He said, yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
I used to be in that seat. You're gonna get your ass kicked.
Flair Boss says, I think having a manager from abroad will help, especially he is a Spanish manager. And Spanish play good football, and
it depends if he gets along with the refs. After last weekend,
yeah,
don't get me started. I don't know what to blame after that. Fuck me.
Oh,
I know we were shit in the second half.
Listen,
Christ.
I don't usually blame referees, but fuck
Stevie Wonder could have ref that game better.
Literally, mate. Yeah. To be honest, we were pretty poor, as you said, in the second half. But mate,
yeah, but fuck me.
The ref, mate. Oh my god. Yeah, man.
My dog Tom could probably ref it better.
Yeah, literally, man. RDFC says, wasn't it Maguire or Upamecano he wanted? I'm pretty sure it's Harry Maguire, yeah. Maybe I'm not sure about Upamecano, but Harry Maguire was one of the main ones. Out the Villa, mate. He wanted Nzonzi, Fabinho instead of Torreira. Yeah, that's true. I think he was a very big fan of Nzonzi because when he managed him at Sevilla, so he wanted him at Arsenal. But yeah, he got Torreira instead, who I still rate to this day. But yeah, going back to this comment, though, like when he was at Arsenal, right? His English was honestly shit. Like he has such a language barrier, and everyone's taking a piss out of him because he's going "good evening" in all his interviews. But yeah, guys, it's mad. But yeah, Emery to haunt Arteta again. Lol. Emery will win Europa League. Yeah, he did. Good evening. No problem, man. Thanks for coming on anyway, Villa Boys. I do really appreciate it, my friend. Anyone is welcome on. So. Emery's a great manager for Aston Villa. Apparently, that ref was one of the new Premier League officials. One of the new officials. Fuck me, then we're gonna be fucking doomed. Then, if he's one of the new ones, honestly, I'm not looking forward to it if he refs us again. Not hearing you, mate. Yeah, read all them.
But then, to be fair, we could have whatever ref we want.
Literally,
we'll have whatever ref we want. They'll still fuck it up.
Honestly.
Let's be
but
honest
yeah.
about it.
Arsenal are doing really well. Arsenal fans should be happy that Arsenal are top of the Premier League. Arsenal are top 4. Bro, mate, we've played how many games so far? It's like 11, 12 games.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Right?
Exactly, man.
When we drew that game, right? Everyone was like, "Yeah, but we're gonna be behind City," and I'm like, "We're not gonna beat City. What are you on about? We're not gonna beat City. Why are you on the coffee? They have got Haaland. We have got Jesus, who hasn't scored since Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
They have got Erling Haaland, who's not even fucking going to the World Cup.
Mad.
Right?
Bro,
he
he's
scores
70.
hat-tricks. If he decides to do it on his day, he'll score a hat-trick. You ain't going to stop him.
He's got 17 goals this season already. It's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Like, even Henry struggled to get it by this many.
Mate, it's mad. He's honestly...
His best season, he got 30 goals and 20 assists.
Wow.
He's going to smash that to smithereens. right?
Haaland, yeah, he is a
I
beast.
don't care. I don't care what people say, right? Henry was the complete striker. I still think, and don't forget, Haaland's only what, 23.
Yeah, only that.
That's what's scary about it.
That is so scary, man.
He's only 23. Jesus Christ. God help us.
Many people as well at the start of the season was like, "Oh, Haaland's gonna flop at Man City." I was like, "Nah, man. I don't think he's gonna flop."
At Man City?
Honestly, these people, it was like, "Oh, he's gonna flop at Man City."
They're
Like, have you
haters.
seen their squads? It's mad.
They're haters. They're haters. They can't stand the fact and just witness brilliance. Sometimes, as much as you hate it, you just got to sit there and go,
Fair play. Yeah.
fair play. You can't deny it. You know?
Literally, guys, it's mad. But
For example, if I put this in another sport, right? Last night, right? Red Bull won the Constructors' Championship. If they'd done it fairly, I'd be like, fine, well done. You've been brilliant all season. But you overspent last season, which means you've gained an advantage this season, so fuck you. Sorry, I had to get that one in.
Artie Swell says after a meaningless game. Wait, what do you mean? After a meaningless game?
A meaningless game. Every game means something, mate. Do you know what?
Yeah, no, it's free hit bullshit.
I got a prediction 4-1, like for our game yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? And I did say, you do know that's our bogey side at our bogey stadium.
Southampton, yeah.
Right? And they're like, yeah, but they're in the relegation showing this shit.
No.
But then again, I was also the one sitting there saying that, like, Nottingham Forest could get something out of Liverpool on my own prediction show. Like, and no, they forced. Like, what happened was on the prediction show, I went 1-1. Everyone thought I was smoking something which was dodgy. Like,
wow.
So I thought, fine, and then, right, like after the stream, I was like, do you know what? No, fuck you lot. So I put it back to where it was, 1-1.
Yeah.
And then when I woke up this morning, honest to God, I woke up in the morning, I'm like, Liverpool ain't gonna win that game. They ain't even gonna draw that game. I guarantee it. Like, so I thought, fuck it. I changed it to a 1-0.
Wow, bro. What? You put a bet on it?
No. I should have put.
No.
I'm not a betting man. I should have put money in there. You know, every time you bet it, like when it comes through, you know, like, oh, we should bet on it. If you bet on it, you never have happened.
Fuck me, man. Ryan says Haaland proved.
Load of money.
Honestly, Haaland proved the haters wrong. Haaland isn't a flop. These fans can't accept Haaland's a beast.
Exactly.
Haaland's going to win the Golden Boot and break Salah's 32-goal record as well. Yeah, he will, man. It's you got to accept it. He's going to do it.
Yeah, he's going to.
I mean, we're not even in November and he's already scored 17 goals. Oh, my days.
What do you make it like people like Salah and Nunes and that have come? Because, like, Nunes, for example, people were going on about when he scored in the Community Shield, how Haaland flopped and Nunes was going to be the one that was going to pull away. Like, even I thought Liverpool were going to be, on the basis of Community Shield, looked like they were the ones that are prepared for the season after what happened last season.
That's true.
It was fuck me, it was so wrong.
Mate, I thought the same because, like, what it's like 3-1 Liverpool won in the Community Shield game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was like, mate, this Liverpool's looking good.
You think you'd be our side? Because if you've described Arsenal in the last 5 years, you've described Liverpool in the last 5 years, and you looked at this season, you'd think Arsenal's the team that's Liverpool.
Yeah, exactly.
In the last 5 years, right? And Liverpool have been the one that's Arsenal, up and down like a yo-yo.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm not saying that we're now like Liverpool.
No. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But you get what I mean.
Yeah. People are calling Haaland the flop after that Community Shield game, which doesn't really mean anything because he didn't have a good debut.
Yeah, and people keep going on about the Community Shield game. The only thing I like about the Community Shield is that it's for charity.
Yeah.
Like,
it
supports the Ronald McDonald House, right? That's why McDonald's all over it, right?
Yeah.
which, like, if people don't know about the Ronald McDonald charity, if you go into a McDonald's restaurant, put any spare change in it, mate, because, like, my liver specialist hospital is King's College Hospital in London, and they have #1 liver centre in the world for children, and there's children that come all over the world for treatment there, to a ward that's got 19 beds, right? And
Oh, right.
the Ronald McDonald House, they've got houses all along down the street, because it's a one-way system up into the car park and then back down the street out the other side, and they've got Ronald McDonald's houses there all along there. And then if you go around the back of the train station, Denmark Hill Station, they've got houses there, and it's all for families to stay whilst their kids ill in hospital. So their kids can have their families around them all the time. So honestly, go and support it. It's really, really important.
100%, guys. Yeah, 100%. Haaland is way better than Nunes. Yeah, Nunes, man.
Yeah, mate, he's not really shown to be that much, like, great.
Honestly,
I'm not
man.
gonna say he's an absolute shitbag.
No.
Or he's completely shit, but he doesn't look near as good as Haaland. Not as good.
I swear Liverpool rates a lot for him as well, Nunes.
I think they spent about 70 mil on him, didn't they?
It was mad, yeah. I was like, wow.
About 70 mil on it, wasn't it? Let me check.
Even Arsenal were wanting Nunes at one point as well.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't in the end, to be fair.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think Arteta probably might have got a better tune out of him, to be honest. So I think what Klopp's trying to do, he's trying to do the same system, but he's playing 30-year-olds, right?
Yeah.
He's playing 30-year-old players that are, if you get injured, you've got a Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones to come and replace them. And I know they're good. They're decent. They're good
right.
players, but
Yeah.
they're not gonna take over and do what Liverpool have been doing the last 5 years. Their midfield has been lacking investment, and if they don't get the investment they need now, I'm telling you now, Klopp will walk. He's got too much integrity.
100%.
Let Liverpool and FSG destroy him by not giving him the funds, right? And because of that, I'm telling you now, right? People saying there won't be a riot, there fucking will be. There will be a fucking riot outside. You know, Liverpool stopped the prices for away tickets going up by walking out.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it used to be 30, but yeah, they were planning to up the £30 limit on away tickets.
Yeah.
Liverpool fans just walked out the stadium. They started that. They forced the old owners out. Right?
Yeah.
That's why when the ESL hit, the FSG literally had to make a public apology because they knew, like, what they've done before with their previous owners.
All right.
Right? And I'm telling you, if they lose Klopp because they don't get investment, oh fuck me, there's going to be hell to pay.
Yeah. I find that the Community Shield curse for some clubs, we won it 2 years ago and we finished 8th. Leicester won it last season, they finished 8th. Yeah, I mean, Community Shields. I mean, I remember when our fans were wanking over it because I won 2 trophies.
Oh no, it's not a trophy. We used to share.
Honestly.
One season we shared it with Tottenham. How can you share a trophy?
Yeah, mad.
I mean, I know Tottenham are desperate for trophies, but seriously.
No one cares about the Community Shield. It's a charity match sponsored by McDonald's. I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, as I said, like, it's not a trophy. It's not a proper trophy. Liverpool have played bad against Nottingham Forest. 1-0 defeat will make Liverpool fans worried. And Forest were bottom of the league before they beat Liverpool. So it's embarrassing from Liverpool. Yeah, I mean, it is, but, you know, Liverpool are just shit.
You've just gone and beaten Man City.
Yeah,
right?
mad. And then they go to Nottingham Forest.
Mad, right? And then they go to Nottingham Forest, and it's not even like a snatch and grab. They got battered.
Yeah.
They got battered. I mean, not even a piece of cod's been battered enough in them. Like,
Honestly, man.
we used to see Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. We're gonna start singing Liverpool.
Liverpool get bad every year.
I'm
That's
not
really
even
the thing
joking,
now.
mate.
Honestly. Liverpool wouldn't replace Klopp. He's a fantastic manager. I don't know, man. If he gets to that point where they're proper, like, declining, who knows?
Who knows? Like,
I mean, who realistically, who would they replace Klopp with?
I mean, if you're Klopp, what would you want to stay? Would you really want to stay and ruin your legacy?
That's true, yeah.
What
Because
did Wenger do?
he's done so much for them, to be fair.
I know. What did Wenger do? He stayed too long, didn't he?
This is what happens, though. Like, I saw this thing where he gets to the 7-year mark, and then at Dortmund, he got 7 years, and they finished like 14th that
That's a
season.
great point, actually.
And Liverpool as well
Yeah.
this season. Like, he stays 7 years and they're doing shit. It's like, what's going on?
Exactly. It's the same point someone made the other day. Like, it's something about some managers where they get such a, you know, remember Eddie Howe when Bournemouth got relegated?
Yeah,
They let him go too late.
yeah.
That went stale so quickly. It didn't. It took its time, but in the end, it just went stale. Like, and it does.
This is what happens, yeah.
Right, and that's when it's time to move on. I mean, look at Arsenal. We had such success with Wenger.
Yeah, you stay too long.
And then after 2004, some people were manager out after 2006.
Wow.
After we lost the Champions League final,
Yeah,
even though we went to a Carabao Cup final next season. Right,
that's mad.
I didn't turn out until we sold Van Persie. Because once we did that, I knew we had no ambition.
Yeah.
And he did it, so I was like, you don't have any ambition. Right? If you're willing to give your arch rival, Sir Alex Ferguson, a striker he needs to go win a title, then I'm sorry, you deserve to walk. Right? But there were people that were manager out long ago after that. Before that.
That's mad,
Long
bro.
ago.
Mate, I wasn't even born in 2006, you know, so it's kind of mad.
And they're the same people that still want Arteta out because that's their standard. If you lose the finals and that, they say you've got to go because that's their standards.
Yeah. That's where we should, that's the standard should be like, you know, we're still the third biggest club in England, right? And I couldn't believe last season that these same fans wanted Arteta in for this season when he bottled off top 4, like finished 8th back to back, got knocked out by Unai Emery in the European semi-final, and they still want him, you know, in. They still want Arteta in. I don't understand it, mate. Like, I know this season we're doing really well, right? We started off really well, but it's still early days, and I think Arteta still has that feeling in when he can still bottle us, you know, because we're still early days at the moment, you know. So I'm not getting carried away. I'm waiting all the way till I'll say like, you know, after January to see where we're really at. But for now, mate, like you saw that performance, yeah, against Southampton. I know they're a bogey side, yeah, but that second half we were shit, mate. And that performance has been coming for quite a while because like we played Leeds as well. Even in that second half against Leeds, we were shit again.
Yeah, Leeds, it ain't been like coming. It's not like been 4 or 5 games. It's been 1 or 2. If it now turns into 3, 4, or 5 games, where we're doing sort of what Spurs are doing, which is playing shit, we're getting results.
Yeah.
Apart from Newcastle.
Yeah.
then you've got to start asking questions. You have to start asking questions because that's not good enough.
It wouldn't shock me if Liverpool just missed top 4. It wouldn't shock me either, to be honest. Like, the way they're playing. Who knows, mate?
Who knows?
Yeah. But no, guys, yeah, big up everyone who's watched. We've done an hour and 3 minutes. Emery's new coach at Aston Villa. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to when we play them in February, mate, at Villa Park, because you just know what's going to happen. But yeah, good evening. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening's back in the league.
He's back. He's back again. Big up Stephen as well, mate. Just if you want to, call shout out your channel and all that, then go ahead, my friend.
Yeah, SVD TV. We do Arsenal Premier League content. If anyone doesn't know, and every stream we do, we raise money for Children's Liver Disease Foundation. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel first, do so. But please do go and subscribe to SVD TV. We're trying to get to 2K, but obviously just make sure you watch as much content as possible because it all raises money for the charities, even if the adverts are annoying. So please do so.
Yeah, honestly, big up Stephen, man. Make sure everyone goes subscribe to him. I'll make sure to leave your link in the comment or pin comment or whatever, or this video description, my friend. But yeah, keep up the great work, my friend. Thanks for coming on as well, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I could. I'd actually what I'll do is I'll get the. I'm just gonna copy the channel link now. Actually, I'll put it in the private channel.
Yeah. Before we do that, we've got RD12. Europa League is starting to. Yeah, cheers, mate. Right, copy that. I'm putting in the chat now, guys. All right, so make sure you all go hit that subscribe button. Just comment. Right, lads, click that link. Right, subscribe to Stephen. RD12 says the Europa League is starting to really catch up towards us because you can tell we are starting to run Martinelli into the ground because we're playing him in Europa League. Same with Jesus, man. Like we're playing him in Europa League again. And like, especially in that second half against Southampton, we looked so tired, man. It was mad.
I didn't get that because we haven't played that team since last week. So it didn't make sense to me.
Emery will be on Twitter again. Yeah, probably.
You know, we'll wait and see because the team has improved big time since then. And he's got a lot of work to do at Villa first.
Yeah. Obviously, like it's not Villarreal for him, is it? It's Aston Villa now. He's come back to the Premier League, right? And last time he was in Premier League with us, innit? With Arsenal, so obviously
at least he's already got experience about what the league's about.
Yeah, he's gonna know, you know. But Villa, I don't know. I think it'll be a good challenge for Emery. Obviously, I wish him all the best. Like, I've got some respect for Emery. Like, what he's done in Europa League and Champions League is crazy. With Villarreal as well. So give Nelson and Ethan Nuri. That's a 15-year-old, isn't it? Ago on Thursday, we're already through and we charged Jesus, Saka, etc. Yeah, mate, we're already through in it. So just pay the due.
I think we need a point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, if we want to top the group and not playing them like playoffs against the Champions League teams,
we need to top the group.
We need to top the group, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe he's gonna go with. Maybe he's gonna go quite strong against PSG away.
I would expect so because I think Zurich, you can put the same lineup we did for the first game.
Zurich at home.
Is it the Emirates?
Yeah, we should beat them at home, man. They're doing shit. They're like bottom of the Swiss league. So I heard the other day. So we should have no problem of beating them. But we're pretty poor when we played them away from home. To be fair, it was only 2-1, wasn't it? Yeah. So.
What? Who was that? Zurich.
Zurich, yeah.
Zurich, we played them away. We got to play them at home.
Yeah, we got them at home, but we played them away and we beat them 2-1.
Yeah, that was.
That's when the Queen passed away, weren't it?
Yeah.
I think we did on that exact day.
Yeah, when we got news of that, I stopped halfway through.
Yeah, man.
Lucky half time, so I stopped it at half time.
Marquinhos is another one we have to play.
What did you think about stopping, postponing football that weekend?
Yeah, I remember that.
I felt it was right for me. I couldn't do if it went ahead. I don't think I could have done a watch along or anything.
Nah.
I don't think I could have because it was too. I mean, I've never met the Queen, but I've always been a royalist. My actual father was ex-military. He passed his driving test in the military.
All right.
He did close protection, IS driving, told police how to do high-speed pursuits and shit.
Wow.
Everything. Long distance lorry driver he ended up being. anything about driving he knew about. He did close protection in Ireland for the Queen, so he drove for the Queen himself as a
Wow.
chauffeur. I think she showed me a neat trick how to turn it from a Jeep from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive without stopping.
Oh, nice.
Which she was impressed with. So she was a mechanic herself in the war. So people
Oh,
said
wow.
she didn't do anything. She actually was
Yeah.
like she helped out during the war big time.
Wow. Big up.
She didn't have to. She was only 16.
Yeah. Marquinhos is another one. We have to play him more in these cup competitions. I don't know what it is with him because he didn't even start against the PSV, did he? So maybe he'll start for the World Cup.
Neweri guy.
Yeah, the 15.
Yeah, he is for one reason. He was to break that record. To show that Arteta's Project Youth has banged.
Literally, man. He came on and had like 2 touches as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he had to. What was the point? What I think it was I don't know who it was on Talksport.
Yeah, I saw that. Someone said about it.
Yeah, he slaughtered him. I think Static sent it to me. He slaughtered him.
Fully.
And I was like, yes, brother.
Exactly, man.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. All the Arsenal fans absolutely losing their shit.
It was mad.
I just like, well, do you know what? I was tempted to retweet that and just like tweet that out to every goon. I said, love ya.
Literally, man. Not like this guy, Ollie 12 says maybe bench Newry, not fully start him, but take him so we can gain some European experience. I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, look, you got a free plane ride to Europe, to Eindhoven. Got a free ferry.
Free ferry, literally. Ryan says Man City are already through to the last 16 and we face Dortmund tomorrow night and both teams are through no matter what. Yeah, that's good for you lot, then. Maybe Man City can go and win the whole thing. What do you think, Stephen, with Haaland now they can go and win the Champions League?
It's about mentality, mate.
Yeah, you look around Madrid, mate. Their mentality is mad.
They've had the best squad, nearly arguably, for the last 3 years, and they still haven't won it. It's a mentality thing, and Guardiola, he's really starting to get under pressure with that now. He's been brought in to win it. He's got to win it, because otherwise there's going to be starting big questions asked.
100%. Yeah.
Because that's all that Man City want now. That's why they brought him there. They want him to win it, so they can get to the World Cup and Club World Cup and win that.
Yeah. You have to wait and see, though.
Yeah, but it's a mentality thing.
Yeah, mentality is big. Mate, you saw Real Madrid last season, yeah? Who would have thought? I think I saw a thing, it's 1% chance to 99% that they'll go and come back in that game against Man City, right? And then look what happened.
What happened was he overthought it by dropping, taking off and putting on a DM too early. It gave him all the midfield. So they thought they'd just sit back on it.
Yeah, Gakpo back again. Personally, I would rather take their right-sided player, Malik. I can't pronounce that guy's name. Melek. I can't pronounce the guy's name. Yeah, but I know what you mean. The guy like the bandana on or whatever he wore, who came on and looked better. Yeah, I don't know. Like Gakpo, right? Honestly, he's one of them players that our fans just hype up for the sake of it. You know what I mean? Like, what's your thoughts? Because people just look at their clips. Like, I'm sure half of the fans do not watch the Dutch league, right? So they don't watch it week in, week out. Like, I don't get this one. You saw the other one, yeah? What's the guy from Shakhtar? I think it's called
mate. Whenever
Mudryk.
to someone, apparently everyone knows fucking everything about
In it, it's mad.
Like, authors, you're like, you ain't mentioned him for fucking months, right? And all of a sudden he gets a link, and all of a sudden, oh no, look at this, he does this, he does that, he'll help benefit our system, he knows this, he knows that. And I'm like, if that was a good point, why didn't you recommend him about 6 months ago, you dickhead?
Literally, man. He's mad.
You went, you actually don't know. You've just been watching 2 or 3 fucking compilations and wanking itself off to it.
Facts,
Let's
bro.
be
Facts.
honest. It's general facts. Let's be honest.
Facts. Big up, it's a couple thing. Yeah, big up, Luca, mate.
I mean, like, if that's what you want to do in your spare time, instead of actually doing it with your missus instead, right, and actually doing it for real,
Yeah.
then all by fine by me. But I bet your missus is probably damn pissed off.
Literally, bro. Straight facts. Oh, guys. Yeah, but
I'm
no.
gonna get cancelled.
Oh, big up, big up. Yeah, no, Gap probably back again, mate. Honestly, not for me. But yeah, big up. We still got 10 people watching, by the way. Big up everyone supporting the channel. We're on the road to we're on the road to 3K actually. So yeah, we're gonna hopefully get there by the end of the year. That's the goal, guys. Make sure you all subscribe to Stephen as well. The link is literally right here. So you click that link, guys. Hit the subscribe button and support Stephen out as well. He does some great content. You've also got an F1 channel as well, don't you?
Yeah, well, we're waiting to see what the judgment on Red Bull's budget cap is.
Mate, I don't keep up to F1, like,
Well,
but
it's as simple as that. They had a budget cap last year. They overspent, mate, which means look at them. They're now so far ahead of everyone else this season, which meant it gave them an advantage in last year and this year. So if they don't make the right choice and do the right thing and punish them and give Hamilton his title from last year, which he deserved
right,
to win.
that's mad then.
Well, you broke the rules. To cheat, to get
fair
an
enough.
advantage, because all that money means you can improve the car.
Yeah, okay,
And
fair
in the middle
enough.
of the season, Mercedes were getting nowhere near them. Like, they were finishing 30 seconds ahead of them.
Wow, man. Like,
Like,
so what's your like F1 team then?
it's Mercedes. I'm a Hamilton fan.
Oh, Hamilton.
Mercedes.
Yeah, fair enough.
But they were so far ahead of them. It was ridiculous. They could even make a pit stop to do the fastest lap as well at the end. So that's how far ahead, and still be about 10 seconds ahead. So
Wow.
I mean, so you can see the gain advantage, right, to win that championship. Otherwise, Hamilton would have won it a cruise if they stayed within the limits.
Fair enough.
Why is it Mercedes have to save their money so they can do this season and yet Red Bull can't? Right, so I'm sorry, like, and the guys have got in front of you, sit there in the front of a camera and go, I never broke the budget cap rules. You lying cunt. sorry, I can't stand the geezer. Like, the team principal, Christian Horner, I call him Karen Horner for a reason. He's a fucking prick. Right, they conned them out of that race last season, breaking the FIA breaking their own rules, just so they can get one last lap shootout, which was never going to be a fair fight because it was 40-year-old tyres against Verstappen's brand new tyres.
Wow.
So which one do you think was going to work? The fresh tyres, weren't they? So it's obvious, even to someone who doesn't even watch it. And like, it's basic, and you even had the Red Bull pit wall telling them, said, all you have to do is just let them through and we've got a race on. Like, it's telling the referee, like, literally, it's like a Man City player against Arsenal going up to the referee, said, you've got to send him off for a 2 foot.
Wow.
It's basically doing that. And then
Jeez, bro.
he changes the rules, like, when he sees fit. Because he wants his last lap to finish, even though they have finished a title decider behind the safety car before. And who won that before when they won it behind the safety car, which would have happened if they did it last year. Last time they did find it behind the safety car. Who won it? Oh, Red Bull.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they said, and yet they came out in the radio on TalkSport and said, you can't finish it behind the safety car. Well, you did the last time, didn't you? Wankers.
That's mad, bro.
They're a bunch of wankers, mate.
That's
and they're
crazy.
a bunch of racists as well.
Really?
Yeah, 4 of the employees were fired after the last year's British Grand Prix because they were racist towards Ollie Watkins and Lewis Hamilton after he took out Max Verstappen. Well, they said he took out Max Verstappen. He made a fair move on him, and he clipped him because he cut across his path. And I've literally got detailed evidence to show that. Right? I've also got evidence to show that they produced a map for a presentation showing the population of the world, and in Africa they put this is where the apes live. And I've also got a video, right, of them doing a public relations event in Moscow, right, with those red archy inflatable things.
Yeah.
Right? And they've got a guy blacked out dressed as Obama, right, and the guy next to him, right, is dressed as a banana.
Oh shit, man.
And they were made to apologise.
That's deep.
And yet the FIA say they do everything about like ending racism. Why aren't you kicking them out of sport then?
That's mad, bro.
It's mad. Right? I've got so much evidence on it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I might start watching F1 now. Man City.
Well, what's the point if you've got teams that can get away with cheating?
Yeah,
If
facts.
they don't reverse it, I'm sorry, then I'm not going to watch it anymore. So I can't watch a sport that's going to allow cheaters to cheat. Right? And I don't care what anyone says. Max Verstappen will never get anywhere near Hamilton's records.
Fair enough, bro.
He's too fucking arrogant.
Man City can win the Champions League, but I can't see it happening.
And if he does, he's only doing it because he's in a cheating car. Because they're also not changing the rules to next year. It also gives them an advantage into next year as well.
Oh right, that's mad,
bro.
bro.
Budget cap shit.
That's mad.
And
aren't you going to the PSV game, Josh? No, because they changed the fixture around, didn't they? Because of the Queen.
Yeah, they did that, didn't they?
So I was meant to go, but then I went earlier in the month to Netherlands. But
I wonder if Luca sometimes acts like a troll. He comes up with so many different accounts and he comes on. Oh,
look, this one here, yeah.
Yeah, Luca AFC. There's a couple.
He's got loads, mate.
He's like some sort of drug dealer with 3-4 mobile phones.
Literally, mate.
All not connected to the grid.
No, mate, he's got Arsenal vlogs. He's got it's a couple of things. He's got his main Luca AFC. He's got it's LQ challenge and all that stuff as well. It's got loads, man. Luca, mate, make sure you smash that button on every single one of your accounts, by the way, mate. I appreciate that.
Just like that. I've only got 2.
Did you see what the ref said after the game yesterday? He said he went down before then. He would have penalty when he put Saka for diving. What the fuck?
He caught his leg, you fucking dickhead. You blind.
Yeah, mate, the ref was shit.
Before that, I saw a news report about Scottish FA bringing the VAR to the Premiership in Scotland. Do you know what they had on the back of their shirts?
What?
VAR. Specsavers. And I'm like, you're not fucking joking.
Stephen's reaction was so funny when Max, how would you pronounce that name? Max Verstappen overtook Lewis Hamilton and won the race.
Yeah,
oh, what? Did that happen?
No, because
did he beat Lewis Hamilton?
Yeah. In 2021, he basically, because of an accident, he was behind the safety car. They were all told you're not allowed to overtake. So they could bring the safety car in the last lap to get the 1-lap shootout they wanted. Right? So,
yeah.
But because Red Bull were protesting over the moment, because usually you let lap cars through to catch the back of the pack so they get the correct order. What they did is they didn't let all the fucking lap cars go through, only the ones between him and Verstappen, even though he was days away.
Oh,
he had 6-7 cars between him and Verstappen, and they let only them through. The others weren't allowed to go through, and the others were like, well, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Why are we allowed to? We're not a fair fight. Even though they said they weren't going to overtake, right? And I was like, because I was like,
What the
that's it, he's
fuck?
going to win it. He's going to win it now. He's going to win it now.
Shit.
And because you've got to let that car through, it says in the rule book, in the next part of the rule book, the safety car has to do another lap before coming in, which means it would have came in on the last lap, which meant he would have to finish behind safety car.
All right.
And Hamilton would have won the title because they were not allowed to overtake.
That's crazy.
That's the rule they broke,
Wow.
and that's why I said it's fixed. I was shouting, it's fixed. I mean, there was a freaking hand gel bottle that went fucking into the bath. Like an empty bottle of cat food that was chucked down the fucking stairs. I was fucking fuming. I was fucking
Oh,
fuming.
shit.
I was like, that's this. I've never seen the sport ever do something like that.
That's mad, bro. Lewis Hamilton is better than Max
Yes,
for
mine.
yeah. Facts.
Right.
Even though I don't watch
He's
it, I've
more of a
heard.
he's more of a sportsman,
Right.
and he's willing to learn. Max thinks he knows it all.
Mm. Wait, is Max from Red Bull then?
He races for Red Bull, but he's from Netherlands. Right?
Oh, okay.
But because he thinks he knows it all, you get incidents like what happened in the British Grand Prix, as I explained. He just thinks he's going to cut across Lewis and he's just going to disappear. Well, Lewis ain't going to back down for anyone, mate. Especially when he's side by side, he's allowed room. People said he wasn't near. Well, it's because he had to slow down to get to narrow the corner, which meant he had to do that. But he was side by side, if you watch frame by frame.
Wow.
Which meant he was entitled to space, but he just came straight across him. And he was like, I ain't backing down from anyone.
Jeez.
So
That's mad.
And I just said when he had that accident, he had that fucking coming. It was about 160 something mile an hour accident straight into a barrier. I'm like, you've had that fucking coming to you for a while. And all it took was someone not to just back down. Because every time someone had backed down. So it was about time someone just didn't back down. I'm sorry, he had that coming to him.
You don't get away with that challenge in rugby, for fuck's sakes. Mike Dean in the VAR headquarters too busy playing Angry Birds on his tablet. No, you definitely haven't missed something, mate. Honestly, bro, that game. Oh, the referee. Oh, I ain't gonna get going on it, but
I don't even know who was the VAR. I don't even know. Like, I don't know who it was, but fucking hell, I wouldn't even let him run a bath. I wouldn't even run a fucking tap, mate. You couldn't run a tap to boiling water. Fuck you off. No. One absolute mong.
honestly, man. Oh.
Jeez. Even, mate, if you watch my watch along, even I was losing my shit. Fuck me. I usually never lose my shit over referees. I usually just blame Martel.
Yeah. But, mate, that ref, fucking hell.
I mean, the fuck's sake, the Jesus incident, you can start, then the uncle's jumped up after him. Because of the angle, he's caught himself underneath Jesus' arm. Because he thinks Jesus has done that on purpose. You see his reaction in the replay, he gets angry.
Yeah.
That behind
Yeah.
him. But apparently that's just like, alright mate, how you doing? Alright puff. Last time I met Lewis, I didn't go that in his back and say, alright mate.
Oh, it's crazy,
Rough.
mate.
And then the get on at the end of the game.
Yeah.
What did Xhaka do last season? He got fucking sent off for something for doing that. But
Honestly,
Burnley
mate.
are fucking-
Oh, it's a joke.
I mean, for fuck's sakes.
Mate, yeah.
And that was in
crazy.
front- but the Jesus one was in front of 2 managers, which you knew if they said anything. Bye.
Fuck off, yeah.
Yeah. A 4th official, another official, VAR, linesman. How many fucking people do you need to see it?
Bro, it's such a fucking piss state, man.
And the Sky didn't even fucking show it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Fucking hell.
Fuck going everyone more keen.
Tierney
Don't give a fuck what they're arguing about. Fuck them.
in the second half, they didn't show a replay, but again, he was holding his throat. Oh, I saw that as well. I remember that, yeah. That's another one. Honestly. Yeah, we should have definitely had a penalty that game, man. But,
2. We should have 2 of them.
oh, yeah, 2. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I think we've got to wrap it up now.
Yeah.
Hour 30. Big up everyone who's watched. Big up Stephen as well. Make sure you go subscribe to the channel. As I said, the link is literally right in the comments. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to him. Fantastic channel he's got. Does his main Arsenal content, and of course he does F1 as well. And yeah, mate, we've got to collab another day, my friend. Another time as well.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah, so yeah, because really appreciate you coming on.
Got to get you on SVD TV at one point.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah. But yeah, mate, I've been watching your channel for like over a year now. Anyway, I've never like really collapsed. But yeah, been watching your channel for over a year. Fantastic channel, my friend. And yeah, so big up, guys. Thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys for another video very, very soon.